Okay, we're going to start recording here. We started the recording. We've already talked about how we're going to handle segment one with Mark Meckler. We're going to we're going to let him talk and do his own thing, which I'm sure he'll easily do. And then we've got about 5 different questions that we've put together here that we can ask him if need be, and hopefully we'll have viewer questions that we can inject. So that'll be that should cover us in the first segment. Now, in the second segment, as far as the education resources, let me bring up. Well, I'm not ready to get to that yet. So we'll introduce John as a master of ceremonies. John will talk about welcome everyone, go through his normal routine, and then he'll start going through to let everybody know what the segments are going to be about in our broadcast. And of course, the first segment is going to be Mark Meckler. Second segment we'll talk about our educational resources. Then third segment will be I want to know, the Q&A part. Um, and John, you're going to have some questions for me to put together like we've done before, where
Yep.
you'll have those tomorrow, you
I'll
said?
do those tomorrow morning. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we'll once again in that segment we'll have some canned questions for certain individuals on the staff to answer, and hopefully we'll have some viewer questions as well. Okay. Put this here. Okay. All right. Okay, where am I here? Okay. Then the final segment will be uh, John will ask other viewers to join Convention of States. Okay, that'll be in the final segment. Uh, okay. Then once John's gone through this all, then we'll get started with the first segment, and that's when I'll bring up the PowerPoint and I'll get it into the slideshow option, and it'll just be at this point it'll just be John now, and then John will bring me up into the. Well, I guess John, you would do that before we start this, huh? Before we start segment one, you would bring me up into the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense?
And then we'll talk about Mark and bring him in.
Yeah, and then we'll introduce. I'll bring up the PowerPoint. We'll introduce Mark, and then we'll bring Mark on, and I'll take off the PowerPoint, and then we'll start the interview with Mark, and blah 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 blah. Then we'll say goodbye to Mark, and and then John, then you will introduce segment number two,
Which
COS,
is you.
which is me. So then you leave the screen and leave me there. And then I bring the PowerPoint back up and start going through the educational resources. And so what I'm going to do then on this month, I'm going to feature. Let me see here. Okay. This will be the featured educational resource. Now, Marty, and then I'm going to bring Marty into the screen here as the interview that I want to do with Marty as one of our coaches. Now, Marty, should I retitle this slide? Is it Patriot Academy Certified Constitutional and Biblical coaches, or what is it?
No, I answered your emails, and you should have gotten also a outline.
Oh, did I? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's called the Biblical Citizenship in Modern America.
It's not constitutional coaches.
No, and I'm going to talk through that in the because this thing first started out. I've been through the whole program, including the first one, but the first work session that Patriot Academy put on was entitled "Constitution Alive."
Yes.
And it was very good. It was very much about the Constitution. They ran that for about, I think, 2.5, 3 months. It was a 5-week program, and they ran through it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. And then what they found was that there were questions about how did the founding fathers get there. So they went back to, and then there was a lot of people wanting to put this in churches, and so that whole thing came together in a program called Biblical Citizenship in Modern America, and it starts in the 1600s with Plymouth and Jamestown, and which were the 2 founding settlements here. And how our whole culture became, came from a very Christian-based foundation. Leaving the persecution of the English and for religious freedom purposes, and coming to America, and how they prepared to do that. And the first 2, and it would also went into an 8-week program. And so the first two programs in the Biblical Citizenship program cover the 1600s up to the 1730, 40 range. And then essentially the Constitution program picks up at that point. So they kind of just brought in a new component, relabeled it, and they've been spending, all of their resources since on that program. So basically for the last probably close to a year now, 9 months to a year.
Okay. Well, now what I want you to do is I want you to tell people what the program's about.
Yeah.
Okay. Not how it's structured or how it came about necessarily, but tell people what the program is about, and that this is this is another resource that we have available to us here in Indiana.
Yeah, and I will send you some links that we can put on the end slide so that anybody, interested in this could, click on those links or get to those links to get more information on this program.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. That will take care of segment 2.
How long do I need to structure this for? What do you have in the timing for this?
About 2 minutes for you.
Really? That's a tough one. This is 8 weeks in 2 minutes.
I know. But the whole roundtable is geared to being about no more than 60 minutes. So our whole. So anyway, so a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes, somewhere in that range.
All right.
All right. Then I'll come out of that, and to go with now. Then we want to go into the third segment, which is the I want to know segment, and that's where we bring in the executive staff, right?
Yep.
John.
Right.
And then we'll start with, hopefully we'll have some viewer questions that we can put in there, and then but we'll also have the canned questions that we'll have set up and individuals assigned to each of those. Okay. Then in the final, Someone say something? Then let me get that off. Then in the final segment, it'll be then joining convention of states. Now, we generally lead that segment off with a video, right?
Yep.
Right. And I kind of thought that since Mark Meckler is going to be with us, maybe we'd use that really good one we had, I don't know, 2 or 3, maybe 4 meetings ago. That had Mark Meckler.
We're still getting an echo from. Can everybody hear that echo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna no. I'm gonna try something here.
I don't hear it now.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear that echo now or anything?
No.
George, I think it's coming from you. You got
No, my
something?
Bluetooth is off. Unless it's feeding back through my microphone on my Chromebook.
Sounds better now, though.
Hang on, let me turn my volume down a little bit. Is that helping?
Yeah.
I turn my volume down a little bit. Maybe that'll.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I think that sounds pretty good. So anyway, what video did we want to use?
I was thinking that one we used, I don't know, 3 or 4 meetings ago that had Mark Meckler. Since we got Mark for the show, maybe just reuse that one. If you remember which one that was, I don't remember. I'd have to resend you the link if you don't have it. But it was the one where it was one of his latest videos introducing convention of states.
One of his latest videos.
I think that was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like, we used it like in actually the second roundtable. What was
Is he going to hang around for the whole show, or are we just going to ask him he can if he wants, or what?
I would say
Like we did with
like Liz Brown, yeah.
Yeah, we'll ask him if he wants to stay.
It'd be nice if he'd stick around for the Q&A at the end for sure, but he may not want to. May not have the time, but.
Okay, why don't you just send me the link to that video?
Okay. All right.
Just in case I can't find it. I probably have it. It's he's talking about convention of states. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll find it and send it to you.
All right. Okay. Well, then while that video is playing, then I pull everyone out of I remove everyone. So then when the video's over, then it's just John, and he is then John wraps things up, inviting people to join Convention of States, and and then I bring up the website, right, John?
Yep.
And we try our best to do that. And we show people how to go on the website, how to join, and how to look at the volunteer positions that we have available. And then John, with tears running down his face, begs people to join the States. And everybody starts laughing at John, and it's really we end on a real happy note.
John,
So.
I think you need a Biden imitation. I think that'd get a lot of people to join.
Yeah.
You mean turn my back to the camera?
There you go. Whatever.
And say
Put a
no
mask
questions,
on.
please.
Put a mask on, and
Yeah, and whisper. Start
Yeah,
whispering.
And
Say they told me not to take any questions.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
And don't forget, John, to mention our next roundtable will be November 22nd.
Yep.
And I'm hoping to have someone for you to introduce in the next one. So we'll see, but I'm working on that.
Okay. Now, just to let everyone know, I think what we're kind of planning on trying to do here I don't know if I talked to you about this, Rick, or not, but in December, the fourth Monday in December is December 27th. So what I'm suggesting is that we don't have a roundtable broadcast that night, but StreamYard has a new feature where we can broadcast a previous recording of a broadcast. So I'm thinking that night we just maybe rebroadcast this roundtable, kind of a best of type thing. You see a lot of shows do.
Yeah.
It might be appropriate that we get the Grinch to do that one.
Oh, the Grinch, huh? Oh,
Yeah, might be one of those Christmases the way it's looking, you know.
That Grinch. Oh, I thought maybe Maringo Mike was going to come on as the Grinch and introduce.
Well, you know, might be able to find a uniform for him, and we'll have to have some "Let's Go Brandon" chants in the background.
Because we could have Maringo Mike. We could attach a little video of Maringo Mike introducing that that best of broadcast. So
Golden oldie.
Anything to create some more work for me. I know.
Well, if you would ever get caught up on all the things.
Wait.
Things that
Yeah, you got to earn your pay, Ken. Come on.
Yeah.
All those pay requests that he submits all the time. That okay. Well, I think that's pretty much what.
Dale, could we go back and just touch on segment 2 there real quick? Because I wasn't real clear about what we were doing there. Can you just kind of run through that again real quick for me?
Well, you mean I've got to be clear on what we're going to do in order to do that? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I just not clear. So
okay.
Oh, so you got a PowerPoint you're going to do, and then Marty, or
yeah, Marty. Yes, I'm going to be. I'll start segment 2 off like I normally do, where I'm going to talk about the various educational resources that we have available to us here in Indiana. And I'm going to go through all the resources, briefly talk about them until I get to then the featured resource for this month, which I'm going to redo this slide. But the featured resource for this month is going to be our Patriot Academy certified biblical whatever.
Well, I would just say Patriot Academy certified coaches or coach. Yeah, coaches. Either way, if you're going to show everybody coaches, if you're just going to show me, you can.
Well, no, I'll show everybody's coaches, and then I'm going to say now, and then I'm going to introduce Marty as one of our coaches and to tell us more about this program.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marty will stammer around for 2 to 3 minutes, and then that'll be it. And
Hey, Dale,
hello.
can I offer a suggestion? Every month we talk about all the resources. Why don't we just skip all the other ones and give a little more time to let Marty talk about the biblical citizenship? Because people have heard the other ones if they've been tuning into other calls. To me, it would make more sense to focus some more attention on this one and bringing more information about that to people rather than rehashing something that we've talked about every month.
Well, what about the people that are new to the broadcast?
They'll want to tune in next time to learn more.
Well, or what about doing what you just said, and on the last slide have a list of those other educational programs?
Yeah, that would make more sense. Put the one you want to talk about tonight up front, and then you put the others on the tail end instead of leading with them. That would make sense.
Well, we could we could do that. We could change the order. I just think that our target audience are in fact viewers that are not supporters of convention of states. We're trying to attract those people. Okay, so I know it's repetitive for people that have seen the broadcast before, but I'm thinking we need to do this for the people for the new viewers, the people that haven't seen the broadcast.
Well, if you take though the featured program, give that time, and then list the other ones, and leave it up there enough. And then if anybody has any questions about them, we could cover some of that in Q&A too.
We can put hyperlinks in the chat box so they'll have direct links to it.
Right.
Rather than trying to copy and paste, try to write anything down or whatever. We can put actual, hot links to the sites. COS University, free to be free, wiki, those things. We can just make them hot links in the chat box.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I guess that's kind of my. I hated Marty getting away with just 2 to 3 minutes. What he's going to do there, I think we should expand on that because it's so important. So if we can get him more time, I think that'd be good.
Okay. So you're saying, okay, bring the featured one first, and these others, then just list them on a slide.
Yeah, with the links.
Yeah, I like that idea. And Dale, you could talk very briefly about each of those on the list. Just explain in 30 seconds what each one is.
Yeah, and tell them the links are in the chat box too, because not everybody will have their chat box open.
You might even ask if people want to request some more information on those things, that they list their email in the chat box, and then we'll send it out to them.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I guess I'm still confused. Am I putting the link on the slide, or am I putting the link on in the chat box? Where?
One of us will take care of getting it on the chat box. You just worry about your slides.
Yeah. You just put a slide up showing the multiple things, and then George can have the links in the chat box. People can copy them or look at the ones they want.
Okay. All right.
I think that's a good idea moving forward too. To have a featured educational component, and then just list the other ones. And in the future, Patriot Academy could be listed.
That way we can kind of get in depth into the featured one, and really get into it.
Hey, Marty, can you send me a link for the Patriot Academy?
Yes. Yeah, I'll put the links and some other resource links together, and get those. Who wants those?
Just put them in Slack on the Roundtable team channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then if you guys just tell me how much time, I'll structure the outline. So just disregard what I sent you so far, Dale, and I'll tell me how much time you want me to spend on that featured component, and I'll get you an outline and some slide stuff.
Okay. I don't know how much time right now, but
I would suggest maybe, and Dale, it's up to you with your segment there, but I'd suggest maybe give Marty 10 minutes, and you have 5 to just kind of, introduce him, and then let him go for 10 minutes, and then you've got 5 minutes to go through the list of. We also have this and this and this and this, and that way Marty's got 10 minutes to really get into his presentation and make it valuable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And I was going to say, for that matter, if Mark Meckler goes long, or Marty goes a little bit long, I think that's good. We can compress the Q&A at the end down to make that shorter if needed.
Yeah.
Yep, we can.
All right. Okay. You see what you did, Rick? See the can of worms you opened here? Holy smokes.
Great idea, Rick.
Yeah.
Way to go, Rick.
Got a new assistant producer on the set.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, I think he's taken over, really.
No, I think they're good ideas.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I have one quick thing, and this is something I hope somebody on the line here can help me with. But I've gone from Jerry Rowe to Rick to George or to Gary, and then his last recommendation was that I talk to George. But I've never received a Indiana newsletter. Can somebody make sure that I get on the distribution list for that?
That's Ken.
Ken's problem.
It's always the other guy.
And
that guy.
he sends it out to COS Action email addresses. So if you're not getting
I'm
forward,
in there.
it
Yeah.
doesn't forward to me either. I got to go into my COS Action email
You're
account.
jumping into the mystery
See
box
it.
there, Marty.
Pardon me?
You're jumping into the mystery box there. I don't know. We put
Okay. Well, and I was on the phone with Jerry a week and a half ago for an hour and a half getting Slack issues and I mean, we found very little, if anything, that would have made a difference, but I wasn't getting anything through Slack, but my COS action is there. My Gmail's there. Everything's set up. So, but it's been working now. So I don't know if it hiccuped in an update or what, but,
Marty, I will send you the link to get into your COS Action email account where actually, all the emails are stored. I didn't know there was one, but Jerry gave it to me a couple months back when I told him, nothing's ever been forwarded to me, and I try to fix it, and it says I get a server error, anytime they try to resend me a confirmation. I think I just never confirmed the account way back in 2015, 13, whatever.
well, he sent me a link. He sent me a link that went to a COS form that I filled out that apparently went to national, and they reset me. They were to reset me in the system. I had never gotten any confirmation that that's occurred yet, but apparently the Survey Monkey issue's been an issue with some emails, and he said, people that have reset it have solved the problem. So he sent me a link, and I did that.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably going to take it into the help desk, I would think.
Yeah, but my account's been set up since like 13 or 14, and now I just jumped back in. Back earlier this year in February. So I'm
I keep forgetting that you were here before. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finding that I'm just not getting things anymore. So
I was talking to Larry Hartman today, and I guess there's this. We got a national problem with the email blast.
Yeah.
Program between Citizen Builder and MailChimp. The two are
battling each other.
Yeah, that's what it was. I said Survey Monkey. It's MailChimp. Yeah.
Survey Monkey email. Okay. We knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Chimp is a monkey, right?
They both hang from trees, right?
But I
throw feces at people and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question, you guys.
We have all complained about we got over 60,000 supporters, and you go to send out an email blast, and it says it's only going to 17,000 people or 19,000 people.
Well, that's why we started posting the newsletter on Facebook and also in the
Mark. Just so you know, the newsletter is now on the Facebook page
and on the blog.
And the website blog. Yeah.
Okay, I just got on the Facebook page a couple weeks ago, but I haven't, so if that goes on Facebook, you're not getting any notice there. You just have to see it on Facebook, right?
Yeah, there's no notice.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't interact with that Facebook page, it'll disappear from your news feed.
Yeah.
You've got to like and comment on it or else it'll disappear. That's Facebook algorithms. They want to promote interaction.
Well, if I join, is it a group? I thought it was a group.
It's a page.
Okay.
Yeah, it's open to the public and stuff.
Because groups stay there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a COS group on Facebook.
No, this is a page. This
is a page because it wants to reach the public.
What's the address to the page, or what's the page called?
COS Indiana, isn't it?
Convention of States Indiana.
.com/Indiana. Yeah, I think it is.
Is it all spelled out? Convention of States Indiana?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I got a question for you guys. When I wear this headset with this microphone, those Westminster chimes in this room just chimed, and I want to know, did you hear them?
Nope.
No.
Not this
Good.
time.
I don't have to stifle them during the round table, because the Chromebook mic picks up the chimes, but I guess this microphone just picks up what's in close proximity.
Yeah, no, didn't hear a peep.
Yeah, I've been unplugging that clock, and then I forget to plug it in until the next day, and then I got to set the time. You know, that's a real pain.
Oh, ow, 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 ow.
You know, I got this new microphone not too many months ago,
Quit tapping your microphone.
and I was talking to a guy. I was on a call like this with a guy the other day, and I'm located. The room I'm located in is right next to our garage. Go out of this door right here and into our garage, and we've had some crickets in our garage forever. He could hear the crickets in our garage. He could hear those crickets going through this microphone.
That's a good mic.
Yeah, isn't it? And then he illuminated me on a fact. Did you know that Buddy Holly and the Crickets, they named the group the Crickets because they had recorded in a garage and there were crickets going in the garage. And so they decided to name the group the Crickets. Did you know that? I didn't know that either. But he knew that. And he's from Canada.
So did you get that equipment at Sweetwater?
And
Did you get that equipment at Sweetwater?
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, they're good outfit.
Yeah, and it's an excellent microphone. It's really made a big difference in my broadcast. The sound, the way I sound on. So anyway, little trivia for you tonight, okay?
I hate to be a pain, but I just typed in conventionofstatesindiana.com on the search for Facebook.
No, Indiana, conventionofstates.com/Indiana.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Marty, I put the notice about this roundtable in the events column or the events channel on Slack, and I always include those links on there, so you should be able to just use those.
Got it. Thank you.
Also, Rick, you probably ought to be aware of this. You know, this guy that I use as a coach for this StreamYard, he's the guy that told me about the crickets and everything. From Canada. Anyway, he made a suggestion to me that in our conversations about what that we were having about how do we get more viewers, how do we get more people to view our broadcast, he suggested that we put together a highlight video, and Ken's going to work on this for us. Put together a highlight video that highlights the roundtable, the COS Monday events, and even the COS Indiana Live podcast. Make that a highlight video, and that we circulate and disseminate the highlight video rather than the full broadcast, with a way to connect to the full broadcast if the viewer is interested in watching the full broadcast. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that through the newsletter real easy, I think.
Yeah.
Even the blasts and the blog and all that stuff.
rather than trying to disseminate the full broadcast to all these different places, that we put together this highlight video, short highlight video, and we disseminate that.
And I got an idea, Dale, for everybody who wants to donate to Convention of States that donates at least $10, we'll send them out a special blooper reel.
You just happen to have one too.
Just happened to have, yeah, no, blooper reel. Yeah.
We'll see how bad Dale wants to raise funds.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hang
so
on. You take
can I
plastic
type
cans,
in-
you take plastic.
Say
yeah.
that again.
I typed in the link you indicated, and I've got about 1,000 pictures of George in different uniforms. Is that what's supposed to come up?
He might have. I don't know. George might have hacked that page, as far as I know.
Different uniforms. What do you mean different uniforms?
Well, like you're Revolutionary War, you're in World War II, you're a Japanese soldier. No, it's all photos.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
George, did you put that on the Facebook page?
There's some
Yeah.
maps. There's some.
somebody loves me, I guess. I don't know. No, I didn't.
It's
hardly ever even
Facebook
looked at
page
the
or the it's Facebook page or the blog.
Yeah, I'll keep playing with it, but I'll look at what you sent me.
Well, I'm interested in finding that page now, Marty.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my word!
See,
Yeah,
it's like nothing but, and that's conventionofstates.com/Indiana.
huh?
Heading there now.
That's our web page. That's not our Facebook page.
I'm on Facebook, and I put it into the search on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on Facebook, I don't know what's going to come up, but yeah, I'm just talking about just the Convention of States page off your browser.
In Facebook, it just should be Convention of States, Indiana.
I didn't know George was moonlighting and putting out a bunch of
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just messing with you guys.
okay. Yeah, there's the blog. Got the parade banner up there, and
yeah.
free to be free. Me with the Holdman and Liz.
And I'm still waiting to hear back from Jerry on why this goes from 4th of July parade to January 21st to George, which goes back to November 14th, and then back up to COS Indiana Live 7/20/2021. Why isn't this in date order? I don't understand it.
The word is chronological. I know it's a big one, Ken.
Yeah, but it should not be chronological. This should go by the very latest post.
Well, yeah, that'd be chronological order from
Reverse,
latest to earliest.
reverse chronological.
Yeah.
Reverse. Latest
Newest to oldest.
Well, this certainly is anything but chronological.
Yeah.
I know that picture of George on from the gathering some years ago. That
2017.
that always comes up for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the front page of the. If you scroll down far enough, that picture's on the homepage of the conventionofstates.com, not just in the blog.
I think that's also in the mystery box.
Yeah, we were discussing how many commissioners we ought to send. What we were talking about.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Yeah, Holman said, yeah, 3 or 4. I was saying, no, probably more like a dozen. So we can get ears on, in each committee.
Marty, I just put the links to
But
YouTube.
Holman was talking about, 3, maybe 4 commissioners.
All right.
Needs to be an odd number no matter what.
Okay.
Why?
Believe it or not,
You don't want a tie vote.
this was all recorded. Would you believe that?
Stop the recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you better stop it.
All right. That's it for tonight, guys.
We'll do the
Okay.
dress rehearsal in a week.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Dress rehearsal next Friday, same time. I'll have to send out a new link for that rehearsal. So
You're going to put that in the Slack channel again, right? Roundtable.
yeah. And Marty,
Okay.
you have access to that.
Yeah.
Now John doesn't, so I'll have to email him. But everybody else it'll be on that Slack channel.
Should we delete that PM thing that we were all on before, the messaging, direct message? Just
Yeah, you
delete
can.
that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
All
All right.
right. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Have a
Okay,
good
guys.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.